Hey guys, are here with a quick status update, and I'm going to kind of just wing this because I don't really have anything besides a few basic notes written, and I won't even be able to edit this because I don't have my usual editing software installed at the moment. Because as some of you guys know, I'm currently on my new PC. It has been a long time coming. I was on that old laptop for basically the last 3 years, which is way longer than I ever intended, but you guys know, lots of things have happened over the last couple of years and priorities changed and whatnot. And don't get me wrong, it served its purpose. It got me by, did its job. But I finally felt like it was time to get myself a proper computer. And the right things just happened to line up. And so I have my brand new desktop PC. You guys can't see it, but it's right here, and it's new, it's bigger, it's better, it's got a proper video card, it's even got RGB, which I don't necessarily care about that, but it looks cool. I got a dual monitor setup. I've got my old one there. I've got a new one here that's 144 hertz. So it's a whole new world. It's a whole new ball game now. And it's really nice. But what does that mean for the channel? Ultimately, not much will really change. In terms of the games that I play, I'm still going to mostly be playing, old school games, but now at least, I have more possibilities. Maybe I can play some old games like Nintendo 64 or something, as opposed to my other one my other computer where it's like, ooh, can I record and play it at the same time? Will I lag? Can it handle it? I won't have to worry about that at all anymore. And I could even play, newer stuff if I really want to. I don't see myself doing like, all the new hot releases and all that. But at least, I have the option to do kind of whatever I want to. I'm not being restricted by my computer's power anymore. So whether it's doing recording stuff or doing any of the streaming stuff, which speaking of the streaming, I finally made the switch from XSplit to OBS because however many years ago it was when I started doing streaming stuff, I'm pretty sure OBS didn't exist at the time, and basically everyone was using XSplit. It was like the main one. So I was looking at it, and they had a lifetime license that you could buy. I forget how much, but I figured, well, rather than paying like every year or whatever for it, I could just, pay however much more, get a lifetime license, and then just be good for the rest of however. And so I did that, and I feel like, I definitely got my money's worth out of it. I got value out of it. I used it for so many years, but with the whole new PC setup and everything, I was going to have to set up stuff again anyhow. I figured, you know what, maybe this is a good opportunity to finally make that switch to OBS. I've kind of been meaning to. But besides maybe like the one or two things in XSplit that maybe this doesn't have that I liked, overall, I like OBS so much better. I'm looking at over here, and it's cleaner. It's easier on the resources. It's just been working really well, and I like it. So we've been doing that for the streaming, and it's been great, and I'm streaming in 1080p now, and it can handle it. It's really great. For stuff for the channel, the series and whatnot, you guys know that I generally kind of have a structure and schedule to what I have. I have like the series like running on a certain day, in this case like Mega Monday, and then I stream on Thursdays. The VOD goes up on Friday. So for the actual series that's currently running, because I usually only have one running at any given time, Mega Monday will be wrapping up soon. We'll be having the season finale for it. I say like season because I'm not sure what I really call it, but I'll be stopping Mega Monday at least for a while, and I do want to come back to it at some point. There's still more stuff that I want to play for it. Just like the other series that I've done, I do want to get back to some of those as well. But I like to rotate things, at some point and have some variety, both for myself playing and for what you guys get to watch, help keep things interesting. And I have a new series that I want to try when Mega Monday wraps up. It's still going to be a little while because there's still quite a few videos of Mega Man Rock and Roll that have to go up and finish before we'll get to this new series. But it popped in my head, and I was thinking about, ooh, I think that might be a good idea. I'm not going to say what it is yet. I'm going to keep it a secret, but it definitely won't run as long as Mega Monday did. It won't go for like a whole year. It will definitely be a shorter run, I feel. And the actual videos themselves will probably be much shorter as well, maybe only a couple of minutes for some of them because of just what it is that I'm playing. And that's okay. But that will eventually start at some point here. It's what I want to do next. And I was trying to think of a name for it because I have the different names like Mega Monday and Toad Tuesday and Amateur Hour. It just, I don't know. It wasn't necessarily an intended thing when I first started doing any of them to give them names. But at this point now, I kind of feel like I just have to. It kind of helps also just make it a series in my mind for me. And I was trying to think of a name for this one because I've been thinking about it for the last couple of weeks. The idea came to me for the actual concept. But I couldn't think of a name for it, and literally just a few hours ago, it popped in my head, and I think I know what I'm going to call it now. But again, I won't say because otherwise you'll know exactly what I'm playing. So that should start at some point here. But before that does, talking now about the LPs for the channel, because I mentioned it somewhere in a comment, I think, that I wanted to try to do some more LPs this year. Not like a ton, but more than I've done recently. It's difficult trying to find the time to do all of them. But I will say at least this. You guys know that I'm going to be doing Curse 3 in October. That's going to be for Fiptoberfest. But besides that, I do have the next LP recorded and ready to go. It is done. But I'm not going to put it up just yet. I want Mega Money to finish, and then I think the LP will go up, and then I can start the new series that I have the idea for. Besides that, the only other one that I will mention that I have mentioned once elsewhere is one of the games that I do want to play is, I don't know if you guys know, there is going to be an official sequel to Shadowgate, one of the MacVenture games. I've basically played all the MacVenture games at this point. There's going to be an official sequel. There was a Kickstarter for it. It has members from the original team. And I've really grown to love playing the MacVenture games. I've even played some of the fan-made stuff like Infested and Spectacle, which were done by Graph Metal. And I mentioned those specifically because Graph Metal is helping make this official sequel. And I already liked what they've done. So the fact that it's got some original team members, it's got Graph Metal involved, it's gonna be an old NES style game. It's like it's called Beyond Shadowgate, and it looks awesome. I didn't play the demo because I want to keep it like fresh and keep it a whole. I don't want to spoil anything, so I want it to be a whole fresh new game when I play the actual thing. But I do want to do an LP for it. But it's probably going to be fairly long. It looks like the game's going to have a lot of content. Nothing wrong with that, but it's probably going to be quite the undertaking. It should be coming out sometime this year. I don't know exactly when. They have physical rewards from the Kickstarter, which I did help back. I don't know if the game will come out at a different time, like the digital game will get released separately from the physical goods. So I don't know exactly when the game will come out, but I definitely want to do an LP for it, provided that the creators are cool with people making videos and LPs on it. I don't want to do anything if they don't want that done, maybe even if they don't want it done when the game first releases. Maybe they might say, you can do stuff for it, after 6 months or something. I don't know. They may or may not. I want to make sure that I respect any wishes that they have regarding that. But if they're cool with people making videos for it right away, I feel like that is one where I got to LP that right away because I'm just actually very eager to play it more than anything. But, so yeah. Just a couple of LPs that will be coming up throughout this year. I do have at least one or two other ones I want to try to get to, so I'll try to sprinkle them throughout the year so I kind of have some consistent content as best I can. But we'll see how that goes. But anyways, I think that's everything I wanted to say here, guys. Again, I can't edit this, so I'm just going to go ahead and hit the stop button here. So thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.